Then data collection and listing. This is very important because this is what we'll be working with most of the time. So we have form element. You know, when you were applying for art school, you have to fill a form, right? Yeah, we're getting there. Then we have table element. In this section, we are going to look at how to add forms and tables in an HTML document. So at the end of this class, we'll be building form element and table element. Form element. This is how we define the form element in HTML. Forms allow us to collect data from users, interacting with it. You know, when you applied for our school, we got your data by you filling the form, and we have the data being stored in the database. For example, you think of a sign-up page for our school. Yeah. Inside the form, we have labels and input fields. Labels allow us to display more information about a form element, for instance, an email input. So, when we have input field, we have label, that is label. Inside the form, we have labels too. Labels indicate what the input, what is to be, inserted into the input. Labels allow us to display more information about a form element, for instance, an email input. The input element itself, input types. So we have series of, we have types of input. So we have text, we have number, we have button, we have submit, we have email, we have color, we have file, we have password, we have radio, and we have reset. Then, talking about the select element, in the other word, drop down. That is, when you click on it, you get to see some other things, right? The select HTML element represents a control that provides a menu of options. When you were asked to, fill a form to select your track, the track you'll be doing, in art school, you got to see the front end, back end, and cloud. So that's which you could see. That is what we call the select element. Select element is the brain behind it, right? Then table element. The table HTML element represents tabular data. That is information presented in two-dimensional table comprised of rows and columns. Rows and columns of cells containing data. We have TD, HTML element defines a cell of a table that contains data. We have TH, which is the table head, the header, and we have TR, which is the table row of the cells in the table.
So now talking about ordered and unordered lists. So that would be from the word ordered, O-L, right? Then we have list as children. Let's use H2 School of Engineering. So we want to list the School of Engineering. We have Frontend Engineering. We have Backend Engineering. We have Cloud Engineering. Now let's check this in the browser. Awesome. You can see this is ordered list in the sense that it arranges them orderly. They are arranged orderly. 1, 2, 3. So let's check unordered now. H2 School of Engineering. From the word unordered, you have, right? Yes. That is how to declare on your ordered, or that's how to declare the unordered list. Then list, Li, it means list. Front-end engineering. Another list. Back-end engineering. Another list. Cloud engineering. Right, let's check it. Awesome. As you can see. Can you see the difference now? This is ordered list and this is unordered list. These ones are numbered and these are not numbered. Awesome. Now talking about inputs. Input. Form and input. So form and input. So to declare your form, use form tag. So this action specifies where your data will be submitted to, and we also have method post when you want to submit. We also have get. So then input. We've talked about input, and we have different types, right? We have button, we have checkbox, we have color. So as you may be wondering where I'm getting all this. This is coming from VS Code IntelliSense, right? Yes, that is inbuilt, and you can also install some other IntelliSense. VS Code has over thousands. I mean, let me not even say thousands. A lot of extensions that you can use to fasten or to to enhance your development. So we have button type, checkbox type, color type, date time type, date time local type, email, file, hidden type, image, month, number, password, radio, range, reset, search, submit, text, telephone for phone number, text for anything text, time, URL, week, and that's all. So let's use text. Let's say for email, and another one. Don't forget, input is also a self-closing tag. Okay, let's use text. Okay, yeah, text for name, then this for email, and another one for password. Then for the button, which will be submit. But I like to use button. I like to use button tag. So this is submit. Yeah. So I'm just gonna take off this. Now let's check it in the browser. Awesome. So if I click on this, the page will be reloaded. As you can see. Alright. Let's go back. Yeah. So for the name, I enter John, email john@gmail.com. Then the password, I'm just gonna type in, as you can see. So you must have been seeing all this, say when you log into Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or anywhere, right? So, and there's another attribute that is called required. Attribute of input required. This makes it mandatory that you have to, this is required, you don't leave this empty. Required and also required. So what will happen if I do not enter anything here? You see, please fill in this field. It is required for you to fill in this field. Awesome. So another thing I want to talk about is the select element. Say we want to display, we want to add gender to our form. So then select as what we call option. Let's copy this. Male, female, not to say, or binary. Male, female, or prefer not to say. Prefer not to say. Right. So let's check it. Awesome. So as you can see, we have male, we have female, we have prefer not to say. Let me just change this to prefer not to say. Okay, yeah, as you can see, this is prefer not to say. So let me add others. Okay, so let me also show us talking about checkbox, impute. I can show us everything, we have many. So checkbox, can you see? Yeah, this is checkbox. We also have radio, type, radio, yep. Oh, sorry, should be here. Type, radio, yep. So we have our radio button. We have our radio button. This is checkbox. This is radio. Right. Okay. So let me quickly show us. I'm just gonna comment this out. This. Yeah. So let me quickly show us. Let me show us table, how to create table. First of all, declare the table tag, then the t-head, then the tr. The t-head is the table head, the tr, table row, th, table head. So let's duplicate this 3 times. Let's have first name, that's our last name, and email. As you can see, you can also add the border 1. Yeah, awesome. Then we have t body, just like our HTML now, only that the table head gets displayed at the top. Okay, table body, table row, table cell. And since we have 3 in our head, right, we will want to follow the same column and row. Sorry, the same column. So for the first name, because first name comes first, we're just gonna add Martins. Then the last name, Joy. Then the email, joy@gmail.com. Awesome, as you can see.